नरसिंहदेव भगवान से प्रे किया है पर
थैंक यू
अभी
वेरी
हम भी बोला है।
थैंक यू वेरी काइंड ऑफ यू थैंक यू very much. I very much need prayers of all of you to continue in this process of devotional service. We all need each other's support and prayers to continue. I found two verses, very nectarine verses. I just want to share with you. I'll just share. Manoram is not there today.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, वो मैसेज किए थे, वो मदर को लेकर हॉस्पिटल गए।
अच्छा। Today I had class in the temple hall in the morning on Srila Gadadhar Pandit. आप में से किसी ने सुना? नहीं सुना। स्क्रीन दिख रहा है? अरे बोलो यस। स्क्रीन
यस
दिख रहा
यस
है नहीं दिख रहा है?
दिख रहा है प्रभु जी।
Okay. मेरा स्क्रीन गायब हो गया, क्या हो गया इसमें? This is the song of the bee. Which Geet is this? Bhramar Geet. There are many Geets in Bhagavatam. There is Venu Geet, there is Rudra Geet, there is Bhramar Geet. This is Bhramar Geet. This is 10th canto, 47th chapter and 18th verse. This verse says, Yad anucharita lila karna piyusha viprut sakrat adana vidhuta dandva dharma vinashtaha sapadigrah kutumbadina mutsrijya dina bhavaiha vihanga bhikshu charyam charanti. So the gopis are speaking to hear about the pastimes that Krishna regularly performs is nectar for the ears. Leela Karna Piyusha. Karna Piyusha. Piyusha is nectar and Karna is how it is being received through the ears. To hear about the pastime that Krishna regularly performs is nectar for the ears. For those who relish just a single drop of that nectar, even once, their dedication to material duality is ruined. Dvandva dharma vinashtaha. Dvandva is the duality and vinashta is completely demolished. So even once one drop of this nectar of Krishna Katha enters the heart, the material duality is ruined. Many such persons have suddenly given up the rest homes and families and themselves becoming rest, traveled here to Vrindavan to wander about like birds begging for their livings. So when this is actually how one can enter Vrindavan. Material duality is based on false thinking. This is mine and that is yours. Or this is our country and that is yours. Or this is my family and that is yours, and so on. In fact, there is one absolute truth in which we all exist and to whom everything belongs. His beauty and pleasure are also absolute and infinite. And if one actually hears about this absolute truth called Krishna, one's dedication to the illusion of mundane duality is spoiled. Very unique way of presenting. That if one actually hears about this absolute truth called Krishna, one's dedication to the illusion of mundane duality is spoiled. According to the Acharyas, and certainly in accord with the Sanskrit grammar, the last two words of the second line of this text may also be divided dharma avinashtaha. Then the entire land becomes part of a single compound, the meaning of which is that hearing about Krishna cleanses one of irreligious duality, and thus one is not vanquished, avinashtaha, by material illusion. The word dina is then given the alternate reading as dhira, meaning that one becomes spiritually sober and thus gives up attachment to fleeting material relationships. The word vihanga, birds, would in this case refer to swans, the symbol of essential discrimination. So another very, very nectarine verse yesterday I found, which gives me even furthermore conviction and inspiration to take to this process even more with more dedication and commitment. And one very, very absolute, what the spiritual aspirant should aspire for, what a practitioner in his life should ever ask. If one has to ask, first is that a devotee who is aligning his heart in Krishna consciousness should not have any desire, at least any material desire. Okay, in case if he does not have the material desire, then there has to be some spiritual desire, some genuine spiritual desire. So what should be that very spiritual desire? This is the epitome of what can be one's spiritual desire. There is nothing higher than this. This is the real summit of what it will be. This is from the last chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is Antalila, chapter 20, verse 37. What we should aspire for. Why this is not shown? Okay, you can see the verse.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
अरे this verse the सो भी नया शव भी बन गया तो जगा देगा. प्रेम धन बिना व्यर्थ दरिद्र जीवन दास करी वेतन मोर देह प्रेम धन. So what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching that prema dhana bina vyartha daridra jivana. If one has not been able to achieve the ecstatic love for the Supreme Lord, then his life has gone useless waste. Prema dhana bina vyartha daridra jivana. Then what to do? Dasa kari vetan mora deha prema dhana. So the aspirant who is surrendering himself to Krishna through the spiritual master, so he submits and he serves like a menial servant. So if one serves like a servant, then he will get some vetan, na? He will get some remuneration. What vetan should we ask? Like one good friend today, uh, he came and met me. You know all, Gurijan Prabhu. Yeah. Previously, I'm just sharing, but don't we speak elsewhere. Before he was taking up the service, that time he had few things in mind that he would require such facilities from the temple. But the temple management flatly refused. They said, no, it has to be complete volunteer service. Anyway, then he changed his mind and he came to me and said that I don't need anything. I said, glorious, very good. Then later I said that at least you take your expense that you are putting from your pocket for coming here, traveling, taking your car, every day paying petrol. So at least take that reimbursement. Not any facility, but at least reimbursement. So he said, no, 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 no. बोला आपने एक बार मुझे कुछ बोला वो मेरे हृदय में बैठ गया अभी रोज रोज चेंज नहीं होगा I said very good, very good. बोले you told me that if I work voluntarily then Krishna has to think for me. So let him think. Why should I think? Why should I scratch my head? Let me do my part. So this is very intelligent. This is what a devotee should aspire. What he should ask for vetan? Dasakari vetan mora deha prema dhana. Nothing less or nothing else. Without love of Godhead, my life is useless. Therefore, I pray that you accept me as your servant and give me the salary of ecstatic love of God. This is so very precise and so precious. If we can come to this consciousness that you accept me as your servant and give me the salary of ecstatic love of God. Hare Krishna. For last 2 days, I was very much in, what should I say? Buoyancy is the right word. Buoyancy. After receiving these 2 verses, very nectar. Yesterday only I found these 2 verses. So it gives us even more hope that we should not ask for Dhanam Janam Sundari, but we should ask directly for Prema Dhana, Krishna Prema Dhana. Otherwise, without Krishna Prema Dhana, Jivan is useless. It is Vyartha. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Someone wants to say or ask anything? There is a lot on Gadadhar Pandit, but in future when there will be opportunity, we will share. I don't see anything coming from your side, so that